Hello, this is Si Wing Yi from the Yearless Network, and welcome once again. And today's topic will be this is the Silicon Valley of the Southeast. This housing market is quote unquote skyrocketing. All right, now you're wondering why am I wearing this hat? As you know, I was in the US Army for 20 years, long time ago. And the hat that I'm wearing, or there's a reason why I'm talking about my military experience and background. And this hat, as you can see, maybe you cannot see, I will let you know. This hat indicates a 101st Airborne Division, Screaming Eagle, which is, I was stationed in active duty back in, shall I say the year, 1981 to 1982, U.S. Army Fort Campbell, Kentucky, which is right outside Clarksville, Tennessee, perhaps around 40 miles to the west of Nashville, Tennessee. This is a U.S. Army Fort Campbell is a home of the Screaming Eagles, one of the first airborne division. It has a very successful history in World War II, especially for those of you who are history buff, and I don't know who you are, but one of the first airborne division is depicted in the TV miniseries back in around 20 years ago, the Band of Brothers. Is a real life depiction of this unit who parachuted airborne and parachuted out of the airplane, military transport into the behind enemy lines during the D-Day invasion, June 6, 1944, and they fought across Europe and ultimately defeating the Nazi Germany. Well, I'm proud to say that I'm in part of that unit for my 2 years at this unit back in 1981 to 1982. So long time ago. So anyway, so I'm very needless to say, I'm very proud to have served in this unit for several years during my 20-year military service. And okay, I'm not here to talk about me personally, but there's a connection to what I'm about to discuss. Now, some of you are thinking, oh, here we go, Mr. Yi, we're gonna talk about whatever, Silicon Valley, whatever. I know the origin of the Silicon Valley is here in the Bay Area, San Jose specifically, and the entire Bay Area right now. Then many of you all has been exposed to my previous market that we've been talking about quite often, which is Austin, Texas Metro, which is, Silicon Valley of the South. And now, again, I'm not overhyping what I'm about to say, but I'm creating one more buzz or one more buzz terminology I'm going to talk about right now, quote unquote, the Silicon Valley of the Southeast. And this housing market is skyrocketing, quote unquote. Okay, bear in mind, just try to understand what I'm about to say when I say skyrocketing. So, without further ado, so let me go ahead and share the screen. And here we are. By the way, the first part of the screen, as you can see, a picture of me when I was a lot younger and a lot skinnier. In 1983. This is a picture taken of me and my section in South Korea, 2nd Infantry Division in Camp Casey, South Korea in 1982 to 1983. I was there. So those are my band of brothers and sisters in my unit. I was in 2nd Finance unit there for 1 year, and have a lot of great experience. So in my 20 years of faithful service, of which I'm retired U.S. Army with a pension and all of that, a whopping 20 years ago, actually, 2002, I received my full military retirement benefit, serving 20 years of faithful service. And now for the past 2 decades, as you know, I've been running the Yearless Network, headquarters here in San Francisco Bay Area, the East Bay. All right, so so let's continue. What I mean by that, you guys are really wondering what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about Palm Bay. See, let me tell you what's happening. Now, this is the first wave of investors that are entering this particular housing market, which is in Palm Bay. So now, Palm Bay, as you know, is in my partner Jean Gillum and my Central Florida market. Jean Gillum has been promoting Central Florida for many, many years. Now she is venturing into Palm Bay and Florida, which is, in my mind, is a really, truly Silicon Valley of the Southeast. All right, so we have new constructions. We are into phase 2 of new construction, new builds. And phase 2 has been sold rather quickly this past year, 2020. And several of my investors have purchased the phase 1 at $215,000. This new construction in Palm Bay. And now is the market value is appraised at approximately $238,000. So phase 1 was sold very, very quick. And now we into phase 2. In Palm Bay, we are here at phase 2. The list price right now is $225,000. The appraised value is around $250,000. So right off the bat, you're buying at a discount. There are 80 lots available to be purchased on phase 2, and the completion date is approximately June, July, August, maybe even September. So it'll be a 6 to 9 months construction time. Many of you may or may not know the lumber cost has been skyrocketing. There's a shortage of homes, shortage of everything. So as a result of the lumber shortages, the new construction cost is skyrocketing. New builds are rising in prices. So if you lock in at your price at whatever house that you're buying, you can have walk-in equity when you close escrow on your particular property. So, and again, only $5,000 earnest deposit to reserve a particular lot. And needless to say, they are going very, very quick. So you're welcome to click on these pro forma, if you will, the cash flow analysis. Again, the list price is $225K, and the projected monthly rent is a very conservative $1,750 per month. And of course, you feel free to click on this link and to look at the more details about it. So all the numeric metrics is very attractive. As you can see, the rental value ratio is almost 1%, right? There's a very important rule. Capitalization rate is 6.6%. Cash on cash return is 9%, and based on 5% projected appreciation rate. And there's a very conservative figure at the end of the first year, plus the annual net cash flow with 25% down payment. Your monthly net cash flow after debt obligations of your monthly mortgage and taxes, insurance, property management fee, 5% vacancies and maintenance factor, you're still gonna net cash flow monthly of approximately $530 per month. So with the annual net cash flow projection plus the 5% annual projection, your total return on your investment is approximately 31%. All right, and this is your total down payment at 25% down plus closing cost is $67,750. So the breaking news is, other than this area, Palm Bay being in a space coast, right? A lot of you do not know that I wish I joined the U.S. military right now because they have a new branch of military. The branch is called U.S. Space Force. U.S. Space Force is now, again, the traditional branch is U.S. Army, Navy, the Marines, and Air Force, right? Maybe even the Coast Guard. But they're creating a brand new branch of the U.S. Air Force. It's called U.S. Space Force. What does that mean? Well, space is space technology, military or venturing into space for the future. So the mission is to protect the U.S. and international interests by building a defensive military technological space program to combat any potential enemies of the future. And But this area of Palm Coast, which is mere 1 hour east of the Orlando metro, is growing by leaps and bounds. But it's already a very high-tech mecca. There's a lot of high-tech companies already here in this area. But now the U.S. military is having some unique penetration in this area with the U.S. Space Force. So this is a very big deal. So you can read about it when you Google, U.S. Space Force is an arm of the Air Force. So they picked this area for very obvious reasons. So the newly formed U.S. Space Force Command will be based at Patrick Air Force Base, which is up the road from Palm Bay, which is a mere 15 minutes away. So, and then the Cape Canaveral, right? You heard about Cape Canaveral area, and the U.S. will do a lot of testing with the spaceships and rockets and missiles will come out of Cape Canaveral, which is 30 minutes up the road from Palm Bay. So, and furthermore, in the next few years, what you will see is that the approximate active duty military personnel to be stationed here is around 10,000 people, mainly Air Force individuals, right, in the next few years. And so each airman, when they are assigned into this area of Patrick Air Force Base, they are most likely they're going to live off post. So therefore, they are giving each airman, depending on their ranks and years of service, or giving a off-post tax-free monthly housing allowance to offset the cost of renting. So suffice to say, this kind of house that we're presenting, I'm not saying a lot of military people going to be renting. So Palm Bay already have around 120,000 people, and since there are around 10,000 active duty airmen and other services members going to be stationed here throughout the next few years, you have to just do the math, right? Approximately 10% of the renters of these new build houses could be active duty soldiers, and they have at least, as you can see, $1,800 monthly stipend, if you will, to pay the rent. And just so you know, because me being ex-military, the active duty soldiers makes the best renters. They can stay at their duty station, especially when they're married with dependents and children, whatever. They can stay at this duty station for at least 3 years, possibly more. So you can have some. So a portion of your tenant will be active duty soldiers and what have you. So which is good, in addition to the regular people that will be renting your unit very, very quickly and very easily because of the obviously fast moving Palm Bay area, housing shortage, low inventory, tremendous housing interest rate, mortgage interest rate, and so many renters, the humongous rental population are moving into this area, military and non-military alike. So you should have very little problem in renting out your new unit for the foreseeable future and beyond, all right? So the civilian space program has been doing a lot of launching on a monthly basis, if you will. Elon Musk, right, the legendary Elon Musk, one of the world's richest man, he has a SpaceX program in this area. So he and Jeff Bezos and several very famous high-tech titans of this world, they are entrenched into this area with the civilian space program. So couple that with the military space program. So this area housing market is going to, quote unquote, skyrocket. I love these new terms that I provided. So anyway, so again, this area is so high tech. So it's very undiscovered really. As investors, you are the first wave of investors that entering this market. The mass media, the general public throughout the U.S., they right now, they don't have the information that we have. You are being part of my network. Aren't you glad you see the value and the benefits of becoming our members of our organization, our network, the University Network? You're getting this cutting edge new markets that we are entering before everybody finds out about it, right? So the early birds catch the worms. You heard of that term? Right. So again, the people they're going to live in this area of Palm Bay and the surrounding area are typically rocket scientists. All right, rocket scientists, engineers, computer programmers, and other highly trained, high-tech individuals that are going to, flock into this region for jobs, for high-tech growth, military programs, civilian space programs, the whole 9 yards. So right now, Palm Bay is a little bit under the radar, but not for long. So if you are a smart and savvy investor, pull the trigger, buy early. You know how that goes, right? Buy early in your real estate portfolio before everybody else finds out about it, because you get the best price, the best location, and the whole 9 yards, right? You make money when you what? When you buy. All right. So let me see what else I have to say. Now the rest you can find out on your own. You can click the link, you can talk to Jim Gilliam and all that. But most importantly, you talk to me first. If you're really serious, there are only 80 lots available. You have to be patient. It'll take 6 to 9 months to build those nice homes, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,600 square foot, very nicely built, hurricane proof, everything else. Very high cash flow, very high appreciation. Come on, it's all about appreciation and all that. So let me see what else. I'm not gonna go over the other areas, but what I'm gonna do is to show you anything else I need to show you. So I'm gonna talk about something else right now, and I'm gonna bring you in, if I can do this. Bear with me. So you can see right here. So this is the these are all the houses that the Jim Gilliam and her partner Wagner has been selling. They've been selling all the new construction all over Central Florida, but we're going to focus on Palm Bay. If you look at the Google map, in fact, let me widen to show you the area in relationship to the Florida. So as you can see, Central Florida is our main location because it's has the best affordable markets, best cash flow, whatever, population growth. So Central Florida is right here. Palm Bay is like 1 hour and 50 minutes southeast to the Orlando Metro. So when I enlarge this screen, you will see the landscape of where we are promoting here. All right, so this is Palm Bay, and let me zoom in, and you will see the growing Palm Bay population and the houses that we are selling, the lots that we're selling right here. And we go up north, like 10 to 15 miles up. All you gotta do is cross this bridge, and you will see Patrick Air Force Base, right? Here it is. See Patrick Air Force Base right here? This will be a very important military installation for the foreseeable future. The Space Force, space technology is a very big thing. So here it is, right? Remember, so again, and yep, very desirable area. The future is tremendous. Get in there while it's hot before everybody's get in. And of course, to the right, you see all the homes that are being sold by Jim Gilliam and her team. They are selling everything like hotcakes. They are presenting all new builds throughout Central Florida. I'm not going to go over that, but most important, I'm just going to talk about Palm Bay. It's the Silicon Valley of the Southeast, and housing prices is quote unquote skyrocketing because the rockets are being shot into space, satellites, missiles, rockets, defense, space technology. This is the wave of the future. So, hey, so aren't you glad that I have a connection to the military still? And I know I'm a forward thinker. I look into the future and see what is the best real estate market to venture into, and you follow along. But do your research, do your due diligence. But clearly, this is a very fast-moving market. So, that's pretty much it. All right. So, good luck, and I hope to talk to each and every one of you to help you build your real estate portfolio in this neck of the woods. Thank you so much. And this is Si Wing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network, and this is such an exciting world right here, post-pandemic, and the risk investing in an area that we're promoting is just totally amazing. So I'm bringing you to the most cutting-edge real estate market for the foreseeable future, the Silicon Valley of the South in Austin now, in my definition, the Silicon Valley of the Southeast, Palm Bay, Florida, right in the Central Florida area, tremendous growth, civilian and military alike. So pull the trigger and you will achieve tremendous cash flow and appreciation for long-term. This is a long-term buy and hold strategy for most of you. All right, without further ado, thank you so much for your time. This is Si Wing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network. Good luck, thank you, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.